Hello there, everybody. I hope you are all well as usual. Hope you had a good weekend, whether you went and did something fun or something else you might think is fun, like just staying in bed and resting. I hope you all had a good one. Okay, so here we are with the week ahead's reading. As usual, if you're new, thank you very much for joining us. And what I do is on a Monday, I ask what the week ahead kind of holds for us. All right, what lies ahead for us? Is there any advice? Can we get a general read on what is coming in the next week? Okay, so today I'm using the Energy Oracle cards, as you can see, and we're going to see what they give us. Okay, these cards I'll often use if you do the 6 months ahead reading with me. You might have seen them before. Beautiful cards and have been very helpful and versatile in all the work that I've done over the years. So let's see what they have for us today. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to ask, please can I have a card that is giving the general energy for this week ahead? There we go. Okay, so with this deck of cards, I do like to honor the reverse position. I'll show it to you in the upright position, but the reverse position is very interesting and very relevant here. So this is talking about battling with patience, okay? Maybe having a bit of a lack of patience, maybe with somebody in our lives, maybe with a certain situation in our lives, maybe something is taking longer than we would like it to take, and there's a bit of frustration around that. So we are urged to have patience this week, to kind of take things in our stride. And it does show, this is showing that something's going to happen in the perfect timing. All right. And maybe we are not trusting in that. Maybe we're really frustrated and we're ready to call it quits, so to speak. But this is saying to us, just be patient. Everything happens the way that it should. And maybe there are other options available to you that you're not aware of. Okay, that's always something to be cognizant of. And this can talk about us acting out of a desperate mindset, as a mindset of lack or desperation. So that's something for us to also be very aware of and see, are we doing that? Is that something that is coming up for us to heal? That we are getting frustrated or irritated with a situation. Also look at, maybe could we have done something differently, or are we just kind of externalizing or projecting? That's also something to take into account here. Okay, so this is also letting go a little bit, not trying to force a resolution with something, letting the powers that be help you to show you potential solutions or show you a different way or a different direction to move in. But it's saying this is not a time to give up because we're impatient or frustrated. And please remember as well, we've just had full moon, so emotions are high, and when emotions are high, sometimes intelligence runs low. Okay, so let's just keep our eye on that. It's this is something we're going to struggle with this week. May have started already. Okay, what else do we need to know here, please? What else do we need to know, or what advice is there for us? Happy family. Okay, so maybe this revolves around immediate family issues. Maybe it's with a partner. Something here where this potentially could be in jeopardy. And also with family, for some people, can mean a close group of friends that we have, or roommates that we live with. You know, whoever we consider family, this can show that there's some kind of disruption and something that we need to sort out. This is very potentially the thing that we're battling to have patience with, or that we feel frustrated with. So it could be your partner that you're feeling a bit of frustration with, or a situation. Maybe there are more than one family member that is kind of not agreeing with you, or you feel like they're ganging up against you. Whatever the case is, this is something to focus on and say, how can I improve the situation in my family? How can I bring things back into balance? There are some hostilities maybe that need to be worked out here. Okay, maybe you need to mend a relationship. Maybe it's just a case of communication. You know, I think 90% of the time things just boil down to communication. Keeping that communication open is integral in actually just saving relationships and keeping things moving smoothly. Okay, so we also have to bear in mind we are responsible for the way that we think, the way that we speak to others, the way that we speak to ourselves, and we also at the same time need to make sure that we are taking self-honoring choices. Maybe sometimes we need to stand up for ourselves, maybe sometimes we need to let go a little bit. So this is for us to analyze how can we basically deal with the situations that we are faced with in this moment or this week coming up, where we can do it from an emotionally mature place. If we are being desperate, we're being spiteful, we're being resentful, we're being impatient, all of those things are low vibration energies. And check yourself. Okay, it's not easy for us to admit sometimes, but really sometimes we just need to change the way that we deal with something, or ask a question, or communicate better, or whatever the case is. But if you look at your situation and see if you are doing anything that comes from a place of emotional immaturity, when you're not dealing with things from a higher mind or a better perspective, and you're acting immature, or just doing silly things, or being spiteful, all of those kind of things come from that place, that low vibration place. So I feel like this is a little bit of a warning to us to make sure that we're not doing that, and we certainly don't want to be doing things or saying things that we regret later. Okay, engage your mind before you engage your mouth. What else do we need to know, please? Any other advice this week? There we go. Community. Okay, so there's definitely this breakdown here in some kind of situation that you find yourself in. It's definitely usually 3 or more people, a group of people, something where you feel like this is not a happy place to be. This could even be if there is some kind of a third party interfering in something. Okay, somebody who's not minding their own business, or maybe there's a bit of discord in a romantic relationship, or something is just breaking down this unity or this community. All right, it's just like everything that's going on politically and otherwise in the world. It's just segregation, segregation, segregation. Let us spot our differences instead of let us try and find common ground and spot our similarities and see where we can help and communicate better, and sometimes let go a little bit instead of holding so tightly and being stubborn and inflexible about certain things. Maybe flexibility is also something that can help us here. So I think that if we turn these upside down, this is exactly what we do want. We do want unity. We do want a happy family. We do want those things. So those are the things we absolutely need to work at. We need to turn these cards around so that there is this beautiful harmony and people can work together, and it just gives this wonderful, serene, peaceful energy, because that is also the thing that brings in healing and inspiration and gives us new ideas and how we move forward, because this is not moving forward. This is a very stuck energy, and it often happens when we are coming from a low vibration place. So that's certainly something to be very mindful of, and try to see where can you change this, what needs to happen, what can you do about it. All right, let's see. Anything else for this week, please? Any action cards or any other advice? Is there anything else? Yep, there it is. The world. Okay. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's like we need to sometimes think out of the box, especially if we're getting ourselves stuck in a situation where it's very emotional. We are trying to get our own way or trying to assert ourselves. It might be that there's either information we don't have that can be kind of revealed later, like we're in the dark about something and we don't even realize it. And sometimes we can make presumptions about things and then we regret it. So I mentioned this earlier. I feel like if we don't act in a mature way, we can regret our actions. It's a bit of a warning here. And it's also saying, bring yourself into balance and look at how there might be other options to consider in how to deal with this. All right, the world card is talking about literally that there is this need for us to open ourselves up. And if we think that we've thought of all the options, think again and expand your horizons in how you can solve a problem or what is possible, and certainly ask the universe to show you what is possible. Ask your guides and guardians and say, please, I need to know what to do here. I'm being a bit blindsided, or I am just being a bit narrow-minded in this particular situation. And if I am and I don't see it, please show me or reveal what I need to know so that I can make the right decision, so that I can come from a balanced place, that I'm not coming from ego or spite or resentment or anger. Let me not take action when I'm feeling those things, but rather take a couple of seconds to reflect and say, how should I handle this from a higher mind? All right, he's got perspective. He's not on the earth there, embroiled in everything that's going on. He's standing at a distance looking at it from the outside. So it's often good practice for us to look at things from the outside, or look at it as if we are not involved in our own drama, but we're rather a friend that's watching this drama going on. What advice would my friend give me? That's always a good question to ask ourselves, and we'll often find that the answers are from a place of more emotional maturity, more level-headed, balanced kind of energy. And also, if we open ourselves up like that and we just get some perspective, it allows us to see other paths forward. It allows us to see other possibilities to maybe solve a problem or come to a resolution with an argument or a dispute we have with somebody. Okay, I sincerely hope this is going to help you in your week ahead, to give you some guidance and keep you on the right track. All right, and I will chat to you again soon. You must all have a beautiful week. Bye-bye for now. Lots of love.